Hello everyone and welcome to Cisco Switch Technologies. My name is Chris Avance. I'm going to be your instructor this week as we work through the CCNP level course. And so let's begin. So first thing I always do is give a little bit of introduction about myself. I'm passionate about family, networking, music, anything outdoors. This is actually my 6th video class that I've done here, and really happy to be involved in this professional level series. The entire CCNP Route Switch professional level series is going to be done by myself and another gentleman, senior instructor named Scott Smith. I taught him everything he knows. Just kidding. He's a really good guy. So if you're watching the CCNP series, if you haven't seen Scott yet, you'll love him. So I've been working in this for quite some time, since 17. Starting with CCNA and then moving on up to, I've got like 4 professional level certifications from Cisco, 30 total. I've passed the CCIE Route Switch written. Never set a CCIE lab. I have set another lab, but I haven't set the CCIE lab before, so plan on doing that sometime soon. I've done this class many times, and so I designed this class around the key things that definitely you should know to be able to get through this course and also pass the certification. If you're here at the professional level, chances are you're looking for certification, okay? Most people stop at the associate level if they're just there for knowledge or don't have any interest in certifications, just want to know the fundamentals. They usually stop at the associate level. So if you're here, I'm going to take it that you are interested in gaining CCNP certification, and absolutely, right? It's a great certification to have. Of course, it's 3 exams. This is one of them, and you need to be a CCNA Route Switch, have passed the CCENT and CCNA Route Switch in order to take these exams and qualify as well, I'll talk to you about that in a moment. But coming into this class, you should definitely have that CCNA Route Switch level of understanding. Have taken the 2 exams, CCENT and ICND2, or taken the 1 exam, CCNAX. Route, but either way, you should definitely have that route switch level of understanding. I'm going to recap a lot of the things that we discussed, not really in ICND1, but ICND2, and very fast paced. So it's not going to be as thorough as what I've done in the videos for those lessons, but I'm going to recap those things so I can get to the kind of current affairs for this class. Okay, and so I design all of my classes. I've already said this in every other video, and anytime I do the design of courses, I always go out and visit Cisco's website, and I build the blueprint around the required learning for each exam. And so the required learning for the CCNP Switch exam is right here. They're not shy about telling you what you need to know to pass the exam, because they know even if you know those things, discovering and really mastering and learning each of those things is difficult enough by itself. If you notice the topics here, right, 50% of it's going to be about implementing a VLAN-based solution and a given network design and set of requirements, or given a network design and set of requirements. And that follows through to pretty much all of these topics, given a network design and set of requirements. So you should be able to do these things if you're given topology and requirements that these particular things should be done. The thing with that is the switch series and route series. Okay, so route and switch classes are also part of the CCDP. So there's the CCDP, Design Professional, includes route, switch, and design. And the reason I bring this up, because it's not even the NP, right? It's the DP. Well, the design professional, this is why you're going to see, given a network design and set of requirements, they're going to do a lot of things based around implementing and also understanding the design architecture of these technologies. So it's not just doing the implementation, you need to understand the design characteristics. 2 of the 3 required exams for the design professional are the same 2 exams that are on the CCNP Route Switch that do the implementations, meaning that they are going to have things for the implementation and design of these networks in both of, it's the same class for both those certifications. So basically, there's going to be a lot of things about design and the campus enterprise network model and the PPDIOO, all those kind of things that we haven't really discussed too much today, and all the associate level classes. Those are going to be in the CCNP level classes for sure, because they encompass the DP and MP. That was my point. So if you notice, the second thing, implement a security extension of layer 2, given a design, design and set of requirements. So again, it's based on a design they're going to ask you about and a set of requirements. You should be able to implement it at a layer 2 security solution. The third one is implement a switched-based layer 3 services given a network design and set of requirements. So, and notice that the first one, the 50% is about VLANs, okay, and trunks and all the things that implies, private VLANs. The second one is about layer 2 security. The third one is about layer 3 with switches. And if you remember in like ICND 1 and 2, well, ICND 1 especially, I said a layer 3 switch didn't exist in ICND 1, right? It did exist barely in ICND 2, and now, of course, it's really going to exist in switch, right? The next one is prepare infrastructure to support advanced services. Advanced services meaning voice and wireless, right? So we're going to be talking about those. And then at the final one is implement high availability given a network design. So we're going to be talking a lot about layer 2 redundancy and also layer 3 redundancy, okay? So if you take a look at this, a lot of people like to know, okay, what's the keys, right? What's the key factors? Well, Cisco's pretty much said this is going to be 50%. So if you knew everything about VLANs, right, and trunking and private VLANs and all those kinds of things and VTP, and then that's 50%. You've earned a 50. If you knew everything about layer 2 security, you've got 62. And if you've learned everything about switch-based layer 3 services, you're now at 76. And if you knew everything about high availability, you would pass, okay? But you never know where they're going to pull questions out of, right? You could get a whole lot of questions about infrastructure to support advanced services, so you never know. I think that if you're taking this class, you should take the time to become a switch master, and I'm going to do my best to help you do that, okay? So I've shown this slide probably, well, this is probably the 6th time, about the different professional level certifications and associate level certifications. And so this is the track we are on right now. Okay, and so for you to even get associate level CCNA route switch certified, you would need to pass the CCENT and ICND 2 will get you CCNA route switch, or CCNA specialized in route switch. To become a professional level CCNP, or a Cisco certified professional level with specialization in route switch, or pretty much CCNP still, you've got to pass these 3 exams. The 642-902, which is route, 642-813, which is switch. That's where we're at. You're here. Good job. And 642-832 T-shoot. A lot of people ask me, Chris, which order should I take these tests in, right? Well, I can tell you, and this is, half in one hand, whatever. But I see a lot of people take switch first, right? Because they feel more confident with switching maybe. Maybe they know that in route there's going to be IPv6 and maybe BGP, and they didn't know anything about that. But there's also a lot in switching that you probably don't quite, there's more than meets the eye with switching. And also with switching, we have to understand how to support other technologies, right? So route switch first, but definitely both route and switch. You must do route and switch before you take T-shoot. There is no set requirement on the order you take these exams, but you do not want to get into T-shoot without having taken and studied your butt off on the route and switch portions. Okay, so you could do route switch and T-shoot or switch route T-shoot, but that's going to be your 2 options. Okay, T-shoot is probably one of the most complex exams I've seen nowadays. Whenever I originally got my CCNP, it was 4 exams at the time. We had the building scalable multi-switched networks and So anyway, it was 4 exams that were drawn out. The new T-Shoot exam is a challenging one. Okay, so but that's okay. You're here, and I assure you that between Scott and I, who's doing these series, you will have every single bit of information you need to know for this for those 3 exams on video. So that gives you the ability to play back whatever you need. You're good to go. And so this is the intro. I really hope that you're excited. I'm extremely excited to be doing this class with you, and we're going to have a great time, I assure you. I'll see you in the next section.